There was a time in my life where I lived very intentionally, I moved very slowly, I was very mindful and intentional about my day, and I just had like this strong sense of presence. I could just like be in my own world for hours. I could like meditate for an hour or two a day. I could, do yoga, sit in silence, sit outside in nature, and I really enjoyed the spaciousness of my life. But something changed, and I definitely have lost that level of concentration and presence that I used to have. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to get exactly back to the kind of life that I lived then, but I'm definitely not as sharp and focused as I used to be. And my attention span is quite short now, and that's something that I really want to fix. So it's made me think back to like what happened? Like, why did I start to lose that level of focus and concentration that I used to have? And when I think about it, there was truly like one main catalyst that I can think of that set me on this trajectory of like decreasing my focus and my attention span. And that was when I started to multitask, because I was in college at the time. I was going to this meditation school, so meditation was like a very important part of my day. I didn't have that many things that I had to do, so I had a lot of space in my life. But around 2022, 2023, I started thinking more about like my career and getting a remote job so I could travel and become a digital nomad. And so I just, started thinking about what are my skills? What can I do? What can I monetize? What can I learn? Also, like ChatGPT had just come out around this time, so there was like this explosion of everybody becoming aware of AI and thinking about how we could use it and how we could, work with it. So there was just like suddenly all of these things that I wanted to do and wanted to learn. And I suddenly felt like I was so behind. The more I got into it, the more I realized like, whoa, like there's so much I need to learn. And it gave me this impression that I was so behind in life. So I really wanted to like hurry and try to learn all these things and try to do these things and try to catch up. So I started to stack as many things on top of each other throughout my day as I could to give myself this impression that I was being super productive and like trying to catch up in life. And one of the main things that I started doing, and most people do this, definitely did it before, I started to watch videos or listen to something while I ate my meals. And that might seem like small and insignificant, but that one habit that I reintroduced in my life is really what set the stage for me to start becoming so distracted and so scattered in my mind and starting to multitask other things more and more. I got into like trading and crypto and finance, investing. I was trying to learn all this stuff while I was eating. And I think most people know that like you really end up not being more productive when you try to multitask. First of all, I would just not be paying attention to my food. So when I was done eating, I would be like wanting to eat more because I just totally like missed that experience. And maybe I still had more to watch or listen to. So I would want to eat more to fill that space. And I was just like so not in the moment of enjoying that food. And so it would make me eat more on one hand, and then also I wouldn't even be absorbing the information. I'd have to like go back and re-listen to it. I would forget things. And so in this pursuit of trying to save time and like be more productive and stack things on top of each other, we really just end up like wasting time because we're not really absorbing either experience fully that we're in and assimilating it and integrating it. And what made me think about this is like today, I was just in this cycle of like trying to catch up on things, feeling behind. So I've got some kind of work video thing playing in the background. I'm trying to chop an apple. I'm trying to like, got one hand over here, listen to something, try to work, the other hand, try to cook and chop some stuff up. And I just like cut the crap out of my finger. And then suddenly I had to just stop and wait like till I started bleeding. And right now I'm house sitting and there's just like these beautiful white surfaces and couches and tables everywhere. So I'm just like did not want to get a drop of blood anywhere. So I just had to stop and wait patiently until I stopped bleeding. And so in this pursuit of me trying to hurry and catch up and be productive, I ended up just having to stop and just like wait until I could then continue with one task at a time. And so it was just another like wake up call of like, girl, slow down. What's the rush? Why are we so rushed? And I truly believe that like the most attractive people that you can meet in 2026 are the kind of people that have this energy that is like stable, it's grounded, they can make direct eye contact with you, they can hold their gaze, their energy is like stable and smooth, it's not rushed, they don't feel like anxious and high strung, because that is a very rare energy to have in 2026 with our endless distractions and like quick pace of life. And I just recognize that I have become quite high strung and this rushed feeling all the time. And I don't want to live that way anymore. Like every day I'm kind of finding myself just moving a little bit slower naturally, as if like my brain and my body just want to create more space in my day. But then sometimes like my thoughts will override it and be like, I need to hurry. Like what, it's already 3 p.m. and I haven't done anything today. It's like this constant like kind of pressure in my mind to like hurry and do things quickly. And so I am just personally trying to reclaim the art of single tasking, because that is truly what brought so much like level of presence and concentration in my life. When you can just fully be in the moment and do one task at a time, that is its own form of mindfulness and meditation. Like some people think they have to slice out this whole chunk of their day to do a meditation practice or a mindfulness practice or a yoga or something. But if you really just like focus on doing one thing at a time, then you will just be mindfully meditating throughout the day. It's not like you have to create space to do something to be mindful. Just integrate that mindfulness throughout your whole day and you will get those same effects, and you'll start to like appreciate the moment more, and time will actually start to feel slower. And I just think it's so beautiful, going back to like rare things you see in 2026, when you can just like see somebody in public, maybe you're on an airplane or you're on public transportation or you're just even like walking down the street or something, or waiting in line, and you just like see somebody that's standing there like totally present. They're not on their phone, they're not kind of fidgeting and blah, 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 or just kind of like feeling so uncomfortable and so rushed, like they want to hurry and get to their destination or get to the front of the line or just get that moment over with. That is what I want to be. Like, again, that is the most attractive thing, to just see somebody that is fully there. They are single tasking that moment of just being there, not doing anything else, not trying to escape that moment. It's so refreshing to see somebody that's not rushing through their day. So that is the energy that I am reclaiming right now. I know I had that before. I know I can do it. And what started pulling me away from that level of concentration was, again, when I started multitasking. And I think we've all like had these moments of recognizing that it's so inefficient just to switch back and forth from task to task, right? It's like turning off and restarting your car, or like switching the light switches on and off. It actually takes more energy to start and stop things than it does to just stay steady, stay on or stay off. Don't keep switching. And so, yeah, that's my goals now, is to reclaim single tasking, to single task my way through life, because slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Let's be slow and steady in this very high pressure, fast paced world. And I'm telling you, that kind of energy is like the most attractive energy. That's the magic, to be in that state. That gets you in the flow state. So yeah, that's all I got. I challenge you to go throughout your day doing one thing at a time, even these small things, and see how you feel.